Now what we're going to do is open that up again. See, the whole point of that was just to get these nice sharp lines along these edges there, or angles. So we're going to do the same sort of thing where we put it inside, but this will be a little different. So if you notice, there's this top flap here that you can open up, starting right here. And what I want to do is take these flaps here, this one and this one, and then put them inside like that. So if you look at it kind of sideways like this, there's this crease that you made, and then this crease that you made by folding these two layers. So you made a crease on this layer and on this layer, and we're going to just open this up and fold this part in toward the middle. So if you open this up, the bottom part will go naturally because that's the way you folded it, but the top part wants to fold this way. You're going to have to reverse it so that it folds. So you want to reverse it, so instead of folding this way, it folds the other way. So you can kind of bend it back like this if you want. Oops. Make sure you actually bend it back on the crease though, instead of making a new one. That would make it worse. Okay, so now it kind of goes both ways. So if I take this and take the flap up, I can push this inside and then push it inside at the top flap too. So it's inside. I'm going to crease that over a little bit, make it more precise, or more sharp I mean. And then you can see how basically I took this flap and put it inside, so it kind of reversed the color there. So I'll do it here, this side. This part's easy, and then here you kind of have to reverse. And so it looks kind of like that. Then if you just let this all settle down here, it looks like that. And you have this nice flap here that you can use later. Alright, so we're going to do that on these creases too now. So now instead of this flap you're opening up this entire thing here. So this crease, this is going to go here, but instead of going over, it's going to go under the flap. I want to follow this line all the way. Instead of getting caught up on this crease here, I'm going to let it go all the way along this line that I made. I'm going to reverse it so that it goes the opposite direction that I originally folded it. So it looks kind of like that. So, did this side? No, let's do this side. Kind of open that up. Middle part goes easily inside. And the top part, I kind of have to go through and carefully crease along that other crease that I made. Like this. And here we go. Nice. Okay. And it doesn't really look like a hydralisk, but you can already see these are kind of like arms with white parts for the blades. This is going to be the head. This is going to be the tail. So you can already see the shape that it's going to be as it becomes more detailed. Alright, so next step is pretty simple. Just fold along this edge just from this intersection point to this point here. So you're going to make a crease. So I'll just kind of push the paper up until it reaches this flap, so that I fold right along it. Then once I reach the middle, I'm not going to keep going here. I'm just going to fold from here to here. Once I get it in place, I'm going to crease it really sharp here, because that's important. I want it to go through all the layers. Okay, so it's just folded along here. Pretty simple. Now we're going to do along here too. Okay, crease sharply. Alright, so you can see there's that crease that we just made. Alright, so the next step is the dreaded step 11 that everyone has trouble with when looking at the diagrams. So there are diagrams, by the way. They're quite nice, if I may say so myself, but for certain steps like step 11, hopefully this video will help you. So the idea is we're gonna, just like we were folding, for example, these, first we folded it like this, and then we folded it inside. What we just did is we folded these like this. Now we're going to have to fold these inside. But you see it's a lot more complicated. There's all these layers, and so it's a long process to get this to go inside there. And but it's the only way you're going to make this cool hydralisk. So let's see what happens. So the first step is unfold the entire thing. No, not the entire thing, just one side here. Because we're going to put it back together in a better way.